Hello Foxpack and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now in this one I'm hopefully going to be, if I'm not going to be finishing it, I'm going to be getting close to finishing it, cuz I kind of want to get to work on the next project. Just to quickly say, it'll definitely make me more angry than this will. But it's gonna be a lot better to play the next game in line for what I want, rather than to just work on something that, while I don't want to work on anymore, needs to be finished. If you guys get what I mean. Anyway, let's get back into the insanity. It's like 3 a.m. if you're wondering. So I'm sure that's not helping with my recording. Anyway, hi SoulFoxie. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica. I told you not to. Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. So, Natsuki, nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machines or something? Aw man. I'm the last one here again. And apparently I didn't see Natsuki just apparently run out the room. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for the piano. It's great English. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Yeah, it motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, SoulFoxie, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. SoulFoxie is already engaged in a novel that we are reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes. Thank you for understanding, Monica. Okay then. Great. As you guys know, I directed my poem towards Natsuki. To the best of my ability, anyway. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Please knock yourself out during it. I mean that literally. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Oh boy, you know chamomile is my favorite. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri I read that completely wrong in my head. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk as my voice gets more and more monotone. I mean, I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. I speak English well, I promise. Is something holding her up? Hopefully not literally. I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Yay, hallway time. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. I don't see a water fountain in this hallway at all. What's that noise? Sounds like heavy breathing to me. It's coming from around the corner. Sounds like breathing. Yeah, that's what I said. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. That's not what I did. I did it to the best of my ability because I could not remember. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Okay, again I read that wrong in my head. Yuri? Cat? Yuri? What? Jeez. It's rewinding time. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. I rewrote time itself. Anyway, SoulFoxie, do you like oolong tea? It's fine. Yeah. Anything is fine. Everything is fine, so long as it's not your blood. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Oh yeah, don't want to put your hand on that. Now it's time to get the teapot. Really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Ha. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. I don't make actual tea like that, so I have absolutely no clue like what it's talking about with measuring leaves. Anyway, to my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do, but I'm sure my monotone voice doesn't really help it. When it's you who's around anyway, my monotone voice that sounds suspiciously like a male's does not really help. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, SoulFoxie. It's very endearing. I hope you don't worry about me too much. Please. 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 That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. SoulFoxie, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries about it. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes. I have terrible reading posture, cause that's totally the reason. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag, and that's why they call it a book bag. Glad the music's on my side at least. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? I ask myself that question every time I record this game. Anyway, Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally... I can speak English, I swear. I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I don't know. I would have assumed that she purposely intended to do such. Put me in a terrible position. That's how I'll crumble. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. ... After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. You're such a genius. Oh my. Clap, 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 everyone. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Yeah. Doesn't look weird in the slightest. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yeah. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. SoulFoxie? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. SoulFoxie. Suddenly, Yuri Jeez. Again, I swear, I speak English, guys. Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. SoulFoxie. My heart won't stop pounding, SoulFoxie. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, SoulFoxie? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Nice eyes there. Yeah, this isn't weird for me because I've already kind of seen this. It's time to share poems. I'll just go with Natsuki already. No bother holding things against her. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri. I'm being forced, I promise. I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in, so you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So at least read mine too for now. But just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me, so read it carefully, okay? I'll read it carefully. Oh, that music's still nice. Anyway, I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She has always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her, but if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless, so please see if you can do something to help. Something in my throat. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Okay then. I changed my mind, and I apparently lost my face. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, SoulFoxie? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica? Just Monica. Okay. Alright. Another new game. Just Monica. Who should I show my poem to next? Yeah, let's just ignore Monica for a bit more. Yuri, finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. So Foxy, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, SoulFoxie. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? I don't know, just keep your eyes in check, man. Yuri holds my poem to her chest, my bad. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. Okay. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. That wasn't weird in the slightest, guys. Don't worry about it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. I can't read any of this. That's not like a joke. I honestly can't read much of this. If any of it. But, I'll just assume that, it's messed up and demented. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about. More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit. Okay then. Monica time. Okay. So Foxy, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. Yeah, that was Sayori's job. Anyway, I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. Anyway, sorry about that. It might even be like a sexual thing. What the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though. But I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. Okay then. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. Anyway, I guess we won't worry about your poem. You should have at least had the courtesy of letting you finish sharing it before taking it. Well, whatever. If it makes her happy, I won't stop her. As for mine, I worked really, really hard on this poem, so hope that it's effective. Here goes. Man, what a great poem. Jeez, that startled me. Very sorry about that. Well, I guess I kind of messed up at writing this poem. I was just trying to. Never mind. Let's just move on. Yes or no? I don't have a question here. Yes? Oh, so it's another special poem. Things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. Lots of dots. I like when Papa asks me about anything. And I like when Papa gives me lunch money. I like when Papa comes home before sundown. I like when Papa cooks with a lot more dots. I like when Papa gives me privacy. I like when Papa doesn't tell me how to dress. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my friends. I like when Papa doesn't comment on my hobbies. I like when Papa doesn't comes home without waking me up. Okay. And also lots of dots. I like when Papa keeps food in the house. I like when Papa uses his inside voice. I like when Papa leaves my stuff alone. I like when Papa accidentally drops coins in the couch. I like when Papa is too tired to notice me. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. Lots of dots. Like when Papa is too tired for anything. I'm sure this has some sort of representation. Like I'm entirely sure it does. Every poem in this sorry about that. Every poem in this game does, but as one who doesn't have a dad, like grew up without one, this is pretty insulting. Oh well. Let's just continue then. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. You can, well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want, as long as you think it'll help. Monica, not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. This is a great idea. That gives us all something to do. What about SoulFoxie? SoulFoxie is going to help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video before they get into an argument. So, yeah. Next episode, considering this one is already long, is going to be something or other about the fact of... What am I saying? It's just most likely going to be the traditional ending. Just like this episode, I'm going to be playing that episode in windowed mode rather than full screen, because I'm going to actually need to delete Monica's character file when the time comes. So anyway, let's go ahead and save, and I will see you later, Foxpack.